Hello and welcome back to another video on Apeirophobia. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that my next video will be a Q&A, so if you haven't already submitted a question, feel free to leave one now. With that being said, let's get into it. Last night at around 8 PM Eastern Time, we got a brand new sneak peek. It seems to be a leak of a new entity and level, so this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. But first, let's take a look at the caption of this image. It says, "You're being watched," which is a huge hint at what this entity is. This, of course, is a stalker. If you're unfamiliar with this entity, I'll give a brief description. Stalkers are 6-foot humanoid creatures with no facial features and very long skinny arms. They are commonly found in level 3 but have been reported in other levels. They have no special abilities and are skinnier than a normal human, but they are never taller than 6 feet. These entities are rarely found in other levels. So, with the clue that we are given, we can safely assume this entity will be the Stalker. Its design is pretty different to the one in the Backrooms lore, but honestly I'm glad it is. A tall entity with no face isn't really that scary, so I'm happy with how they approached it in-game. The gray skin, red eyes, and the beak make it look terrifying. But before we get started on the level this entity could be in, I want to point out some very important things. If you take a look around this image, you'll notice some things we've seen in previous sneak peeks, such as the chairs, the floor, the walls, and the trims of the walls. As you might have guessed by now, we have seen this in the Party Goer and Party Pooper plushie sneak peeks. If you brighten up the image and take a look at the chair, you'll notice that it's the same exact one the Party Goer plush was sitting on. This still doesn't give us anything on the purpose of these items, but now we know where these plushes are located. Still, we don't know what level they're on, which is what I'm going to get into right now. As stated earlier, it seems that stalkers rarely appear on any levels besides level 3, which is known as Electrical Station. Now, we don't have enough things to go off to correctly guess the level, but my guess is that it actually is the Electrical Station, and not just because stalkers are on this level. Let's take a look at an image of the level off the wiki. In this image, we can see similar lights on the right wall that we can see in the sneak peek. The environment also looks very dark and dull, just like the leak. But that's really all we can go off of for now until another clue gets released or the game gets an update. Like I said earlier, my next video is going to be a Q&A, so if you have any questions about the game or if you want to know more about me, feel free to leave it in the comments. With that being said, thanks for watching.